What's up, guys? It's been a very bad couple of months for the Secret Service, starting with approximately a year and a half ago in Butler, Pennsylvania, where Donald Trump got shot in the head. Then moving on to President Trump nearly getting shot in the head again in his Palm Beach resort. They've missed people who had Glocks in their purses around Donald Trump. Protesters have been able to walk right up to Donald Trump inside of restaurants. And of course, you've had deer stands and things like that that have been positioned right on the runway where President leaves Air Force One. But this is probably the worst breach we've seen in a long time, and it comes courtesy of James O'Keefe, of course. James O'Keefe putting out this video, and we'll play you some clips from it, where he stung a Secret Service agent who's working for J.D. Vance at the time. Yikes, this is not good. James says in his post, U.S. Secret Service agent assigned to J.D. Vance leaks sensitive security information to undercover reporter. It's just another honeypot, obviously. And this is a Secret Service agent named Escoto, who's a holdover from the Biden administration. And he says he voted for Joe Biden. He says he hates ICE. Oh, okay. It's not good. Not the kind of guy you want protecting you. Escoto is a current U.S. Secret Service agent. U.S. President J.D. Vance's protective detail was recorded on hidden camera, giving sensitive security information about protective formations, shift schedules, travel plans, even his Secret Service badge, real-time locations. Secret Service agent detailed how the vice president physically surrounded, described multiple day shifts, disclosed advanced security procedures, and the agent revealed future plans and travel, sometimes days in advance. Escoto even sent images of Air Force Two while on board with the vice president, despite acknowledging that he signed paperwork prohibiting the disclosures of sensitive information. Secret Service did, in fact, give all of it up for romantic interest. While the safety of the vice president and his family is always the top priority, what James O'Keefe says, the Secret Service asked him to not publish certain security protocol things, and he did. He is coordinating with the Secret Service. He didn't release any top secret information in this video, but the Secret Service did, in fact, acknowledge that this happened and that they're changing their protocols. In this letter right here, before James published his video, you can see that the Secret Service is telling all agents, don't be honeypotted. Like, she's not that into you, effectively. The letter states that you are sworn to secrecy, you have like major NDAs, you'll be put in prison if you share classified information, you have security clearances, and notes that this agent obviously has lost his access. He's on administrative leave. He might be prosecuted actually for doing this. So what exactly did he do? Well, one, he made being a Secret Service agent incredibly political by stating that he voted for Joe Biden and that he hates what President Trump is doing to like a fleeting romantic love interest. They're not sending their best. Here we go.
There is one more aspect to this interaction that caught our attention. Tomas reveals to our undercover that he voted for Biden.
Did you vote for Biden?
Yes, I did actually.
No, it's 2020.
2020, yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
That was the first time I was able to vote.
Really?
I wasn't a citizen.
Wow.
I got my citizenship in 2018.
If Tomas got his citizenship in 2018, he's been a Secret Service agent for 5 years.
How long have you been as a Secret Service?
5 years.
5 years. Okay.
And that means he was placed into duty with the Secret Service after about 2 years of citizenship in America. Tomas also goes on to reveal that he hates President Trump and Vice President Vance's immigration policies.
What do you think about like all the ICE stuff going on?
I don't like that.
It's really sad.
I don't understand why they're covering their face. I don't agree with that at all. At the end of the day, we're public servants.
Sure.
You're allowed to see our face.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing secret about what we do. But why they're doing that, I have no idea. They gotta stop with that stuff. Though.
Yeah. It's terribly sad.
No, that is actually a sad thing. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
They're employing taxes that shouldn't be employed.
Now there, Tomas is actually allowed to express his opinions. It's his First Amendment right. If he was only doing that, this wouldn't be a story. We thought it was important to include that because it might provide some clues or context as to why he was displaying this behavior. Whether Tomas is merely inexperienced and loose-lipped, intentionally sabotaging the vice president's security, or just plain stupid, well, that's unclear. But what's certain is this should not be happening inside our Secret Service, particularly after the serious security lapses in 2024 that led to the head of the Secret Service resigning after what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania. And why do we think this is an important story? Well, most importantly is the protection and the security of the Vice President of the United States. And we hope this story leads to better security and better protection than what we're seeing here. We're confident that it will. We hope it sends a shockwave through the Secret Service that deters bad actors and unprofessionalism in a way that, for example, Inspector General never could. And we hope that it leads people with information to come to O'Keefe Media Group and Citizen Journalism Foundation. We hope that it encourages people to tell other stories like this, to root out malfeasance in our government, and to force people to do the right thing, to force people to do their jobs.
Then the Secret Service agent did the worst thing that you could possibly do, which is share classified information with some rando about where the vice president is, where his location is, and the details of his advance work. Here we go.
Tomas proceeds to give our undercover journalist detailed info with pictures about the specific methods used to transport and protect the vice president, and even tells her some exact times of shift changes on the Secret Service schedule.
So like when he's like walking, like where are you?
Following.
Just following.
It's a group of us. We surround, make a bubble.
Yeah.
We'll have at least a minimum head and now that I'm on the vice president's actual details a little different because we have different shifts. We have shift.
Via text, J.D. Vance's Secret Service agent informs the stranger when he has picked up J.D. Vance's wife, and even mentions that he and Vance are currently at Tomas even sends a selfie from inside a J.D. Vance's residence at the Naval Observatory. It's basically a secure location while the Secret Service is surveilling the Vice President's home. Now, while he's supposed to be guarding the Vice President's property, Tomas is busy snapping selfies, texting our journalist. Now here's a picture that Tomas sent us taking off from Joint Base Andrews Air Force Base. You see the convoy vehicle going into the airplane, and some of these photos even had location metadata baked in the photos. It's worth mentioning that these pictures were taken a few months prior to sending them to our journalist. While they didn't give away the Vice President's location in real time, they did give away certain routes that were used and the number of vehicles in the convoy, information which could be used in the future. There's a photo Tomas sent us from King Khalid International Airport in Saudi Arabia. Here's a photo Tomas sent us loading the convoy into an aircraft at Munich Airport in Germany, where Vice President Vance gave a speech to the Munich Security Council. Again, metadata there on the photo. Another image revealing the exact location at the presidential helicopter at JFK in New York. And we think perhaps most significant, he revealed the location where President Trump's convoy was driving through Emirates Palace in Abu Dhabi, May 2025. This convoy was transporting President Trump for a state visit with the UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. These photos are from Tomas Escoto's time during the Secret Service shot from his personal iPhone. His personal phone dating back to May, while on duty protecting the Vice President and President, and all of this was sent to our undercover journalist. The Secret Service agent even goes on to detail recent visits to Minnesota, Tennessee, specifies that the Secret Service team was on location as per the procedure.
He went to Minnesota last week.
Okay.
So we sent out a team ahead of time before he went there. Ahead of time.
Okay.
So they do the security advance for that. Depending on what it is, you know,
Sure.
we liaison with our field office out there, local law enforcement,
Wow.
state law
Okay.
enforcement, and any other federal law enforcement, depending on what we're doing. Come up with a plan to secure where he's going to be at,
Yeah.
the airport, the route
God.
from each place that he's going to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If he's staying in a hotel, then we have someone else that we have to set that up.
Oh my God.
Before the trip to Tennessee, the Secret Service agent also texts our journalist informing her which plane the Vice President will be traveling in. and when they plan to depart. He even texts her an image of himself in the plane, notifying her that he is on board with the VP. And even worse, Escato continues to detail Vance's future travel plans, revealing at the time that Vance will be visiting his home in Ohio for 4 to 5 days and then will be visiting Florida for 1 night. Now, this is potentially a violation of the non-disclosure agreement that Tomas would have signed when joining the Secret Service, which states, quote, the unauthorized disclosure, unauthorized retention, or negligent handling of classified information by me could damage or irreparably be injury to the United States or could be used to advantage by a foreign nation. I hereby agree that I will never divulge classified information to anyone, unquote. And it may also be a violation of federal law. 18 U.S. Code 793, gathering, transmitting, or losing defense information. Now, in some Section D, it states, lawfully having possession of photographs related to national defense and communicating or transmitting them to any person not entitled to receive them shall be fined or imprisoned, not more than 10 years or both. It's important to note that the Secret Service could not confirm that the behavior exhibited by Tomas violates these laws, but they did say they are potential violations of the United States Secret Service Code of Conduct. Tomas is fully aware of this, as he mentions in one text to our journalist, quote, I signed paperwork, so if I don't have to give out information, I never do, otherwise I get in trouble. You really have to stand in awe of the lack of self-awareness. All of what I just showed you is ironic, because Escato has already given our journalist information about protective formations, times of shift changes, locations and times of travel, and even pictures of vice president convoys with location data.
Bro, she's just not that into you, man. It's not that into you. I don't understand, how James is able to get away with it, right? It's Jesse Pinkman. He can't keep getting away with it, but he does. And he's just so good. And quite frankly, James is the hero of this story. There's some people trying to make James the villain. They always will. But what James is doing is the kind of work that an undercover should do in exposing major security lapses on the vice president's team. This is terrible. These kind of things could get the vice president killed. And we should all be celebrating James, as we do on this channel, for doing this, because now they know where some of the leaks are. What if this was, and I'll end with this, what if this was a nation state? What if this was not just James O'Keefe honeypot operation, but somebody from China or Iran? And of course they probably have all those. Those exist. So you have your agents are this sloppy. This is the best protective service in the world. Yeah, doubt it. Press X to doubt. Be sharper, be better. We are sick of seeing our presidents and our friends shot in the head. Secret Service obviously needs to step up their game. A memo's not going to do it. So stay safe out there. Pray for President Vance and President Trump and JD Vance.